Hey guys, I'm here. We are about to dive into Miss Marvel over on Disney Plus. This release schedule is going to be a little bit different for a lot of our other Marvel projects that we've covered here, because this is the first one where we've had Disney Plus actually overlap some of its shows, some of its major shows, because we'll have 3 weeks where Obi-Wan Kenobi and Miss Marvel air on the same night. And for me, I'm a huge Star Wars person. That, for me, comes first, especially considering I'm wrapping that up. We already started the first 3 episodes of it, and we're in the middle of it right now, so we're going to be diving into it. So this is a special occasion for the first episode, so I'll be able to get this out a little bit sooner, but for the subsequent weeks, at least the 2 weeks preceding this episode, because they still coincide with Obi-Wan, those episodes, those reactions are likely going to come out later in the day, maybe even Thursdays, just with the workload and things I have to do, because on these nights when these are recorded, I'm waking up at 3 in the morning to record Obi-Wan and this show, and I do have to actually go to my normal job less than like 4 or 5 hours after when I usually get done recording the episode, not including the editing process at all. So to try not to kill myself a little bit more than I already do, I'm going to be probably delaying this. And then once Obi-Wan is over, so for episodes 4, 5, and 6 of Miss Marvel, those are going to be my priority on those nights, because it'll be clear. So it'll come out, expect that at the usual time in the morning once we get around to it. But for episodes 2 and episode 3, more than likely, there's going to be a little bit of a hitch and a little bit of a delay. So I just want to set that expectation before we get into this. But I've been looking forward to the show. I really thought the trailers was fun, endearing, and the struggle and the challenge of this character, it speaks to me. It really does. And I've been really looking forward to it. And I know there's a lot of mixed reception online about the alterations of the powers, and I get that. I do. But for me personally, the MCU has not let me down, and if they say that's still kind of true to the character, we'll see how it plays out. I'll judge it after I've seen the final product. So that said, guys, we're going to go ahead and hop into this. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. Helps support the channel, and along with that, you get the access to the same thing for all the other shows we cover here in watch-along format. Just sync up your own footage with the time codes. You see my reactions to the entire thing. We also got a bunch of exclusive movie reactions that are over there, where you actually get to help choose what we add to that list each month. Tick Tick Boom was the winner of last month, and who knows what will be the winner of this one. But we also have monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage to try to make it worth your while, since you guys are going out of your way to support the channel. And I know now you can do that. And a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, because it goes a really long way with helping YouTube promote the channel. With that all down and out of the way, guys, let's hop into episode 1. Here we go. Okay, so we're starting off with the song. Interesting. I really dig this song, man.
Finally,
oh, wow.
what everyone has been waiting for.
The final chapter to my 10-part series on Earth's mightiest hero, Captain Marvel.
Hulk smash.
Wow.
Alien ships invading, Thanos being a jerk about magical stones. Our heroes were done for.
And her little film has some pretty solid production value, man. This is cool.
My extensive research and my diligence in Scott Lang's podcast interviews, she blasted through Thanos' fleet like a flaming angel. And she punched Thanos.
Whoa.
Right in the face.
Dude, look at Thanos. Fucking look at him. Oh my god.
They could have done that. And 3, sometimes someone can come out of nowhere and do something amazing.
Aw.
Think will she abandon the people of Earth?
Hey, maybe she just needed a break, you know? Can't a woman just live? We'll learn something new at AvengerCon this weekend.
AvengerCon.
I'm gonna be dressed as Captain Marvel, obviously. Next week, I'm gonna kick off a special 2-part series on why I think Thor is secretly a gamer. Remember, new episodes drop every Wednesday.
We know for a fact he is. Plays a lot of Fortnite with Korg. Sloth Baby Productions. This is adorable, man.
Kamala Khan!
Aw.
Hurry up, you're gonna be late for your driving test!
How about you start by turning the car on?
Hey, wait, that's the teacher from Stranger Things. I can say that now. So now I've seen Stranger Things. Oh.
That's my car.
Oh, come on, I
Are you trying to tell me she didn't look in the mirrors often enough for you and your clipboard?
I wouldn't say that was the problem.
I didn't even get started.
This is my fault. This is all my fault. These are my genetics. I mean, I come from a long
Oh,
line fantasizing on
her
this.
imagination.
Mother-
I like shit like this, like where we get to see like what's going on in people's head in like these weird animated ways. It's very Scott Pilgrim, very Mitchell's versus the Machines.
Plenty of people fail their driver's test. Instructors focus on the tiniest things.
I crashed my cart into his car.
Oh, that's on you. I guess we're not going to Avenger Con.
No, Bruno. Play competition for Carol Danvers at the greatest fan event of the year. My costume is near perfect, just pending the final flourish.
Still trying to think of that flourish.
It'll come to me.
Well, I hear you've had a hectic couple weeks.
Oh, Jesus.
Very funny. You're doodling all day, staring off into space in your little fantasy land. Hey!
Dude.
Oh, really? We truly started the meeting 30.
I don't know why. I was like one inflection away from a Woody with a woodpecker there for a second.
Then you're gonna look yourself in the mirror and you're gonna ask yourself, Kamala, who is that girl I see? Staring.
Who is that girl I see?
You're reciting lyrics from Milan.
I am.
You are. Bruno, I still need to figure out my final flourish for my costume. Any ideas?
Okay, how about steampunk Captain Marvel?
Ooh.
Steampunk is dead.
Okay, fine. How about a mashup? Iron Marvel.
Ooh, Dr.
Ooh, dude.
Never do that zombie impersonation again.
Oh, whoa. That was trippy.
What are you watching? Turn that off.
Camera, please, chill. Oh, it's giving me vertigo.
Why'd you have to send all this junk?
Well, I'd like to tell you that it's because my mother is growing old, but she's always been this way. She doesn't want to die before passing on all her junk. Amir, have you lost your ears?
This is so cool.
That is junk.
Absolute magic.
Hi, Bruno, beta. Hey, are you staying for dinner?
No, I got some work.
Okay, I'll pack you something to go.
No, I'm good.
No, of course I will.
Oh.
There's a spicy one at the bottom for no now,
Oh
okay?
my gosh, how did you do that so fast?
Beta, this is my secret.
Okay, all right, I'll see you soon.
See you? Ha, bolo.
So there's this thing called Avenger Con. It's totally historic and it's like very educational. And Bruno's, he's like really into this stuff, you know. So he really wants to go. And
So you want to go to a party at night? Is this a joke?
no,
Is Bruno recording this for internet?
look, I promise I wouldn't do anything stupid. You do trust me, right?
No, I don't trust you.
Of course she does.
No.
She does. We do. It's just that we don't trust anyone else. How exactly will you be dressed?
As Captain Marvel.
Hey, salam everyone.
Hero.
In a very tight suit.
It's not that
Yes,
tight.
it
And you
is.
know it's not like I'm asking to go to a party and do cocaine.
He walked in and he was like, what the heck?
Look, that was a bold move. Not very well thought out, but I respect you for trying.
Oh.
I'll talk to them.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you look kind of pathetic.
you.
I got you.
Man, between Oscar Isaacs and now this dude, like, it just makes me so sad that I will never in my life have a beard or a full set of facial hair, man. 34, this is the best I can get. I really like the music so far for the show, too. That was an inventive way to show the text rather than your little like pop-up bloops. Oh shit, it's on the street. This is wild, man. Dude, kudos for doing something different, man. Dang.
Just a second.
Aw.
So your brother told us about your Avengers party. We have decided to let you go.
Really?
Yes, but there are special conditions. Your Abbu will drive you there and he will go inside with you for 2 hours. And as far as your dressing goes, the Hulk! Wait, best is yet to come. Ta-da!
What the heck?
Can't wear show Archimedes to Avenger Con, okay? And you can't come with me. Not just like that, because it is so humiliating.
Aww.
If you don't go with your dad, you're not going at all.
Once, okay?
Twice.
What is he making?
Let's be honest, it's not really the brown girls from Jersey City who saved the world.
You're Kamala Khan. You want to save the world? Then you're gonna save the world. With the right equipment, of course.
Oh, fuck. I don't know why that made me cry.
Do you want them or?
Yes. Oh my.
I mean, I know why it made me cry, but I saw it in the trailer and it still hit. Oh my God. Was that a basketball she just took to the face? That hurts. I know.
This is the plan.
Kamala,
Yo.
best sister ever. Honestly, you should have been an only
My
child.
Kamala is the best daughter in the whole wide world.
At 5:49 p.m., I gracefully excuse myself, and as my family celebrates
Dude.
my existence, I go to my bedroom. 5:55, I suit up in the greatest Captain Marvel costume the Earth has ever seen, and like, don't worry, it'll be finished by then. I hope.
Oh, is that how it looks to her in her head?
Extremely impressive. Where you
Oh, wow.
costume, which better be awesome. Please don't embarrass me.
Me embarrass you? Wait, is that us biking off a bridge?
Dream bigger, Bruno. Then at 8 p.m., the real reason we're here, the reason I learned to sew and you learned to airbrush, the cosplay competition. I win, obviously. I'll sneak back into my room just before my dad comes in at 9:22 p.m. That's the plan. Got it?
I love how this art is just interspersed with everything in the show.
They want you to bring some of you to Captain Marvel, right? Maybe something Pakistani?
She grabs the cuffs, the bangles. Is it just the one? I guess so.
Why I'm also so worried about the plight of
It might have just me, but like it looked like Bruno was sporting a Marty McFly look. Oh! Okay, never mind. It was just literally just the jacket.
Oh, that was
I mean, kinda. Dude, this is wild. Dude, this is cool. You know, I've only really... Oh, the Captain America booty art. Oh. I've only ever been to like a small local convention before. I would love to go like something big one day. Oh God, that gave me some major Matrix vibes.
Is that Zoe? She doesn't even like the Avengers.
I know, it's okay. It's okay,
You
okay?
have to compete against her now?
Don't worry about it. It's your time to shine.
Is this like a commentary on the cosplayers that literally just do it for the the attention? Or is she actually a secret fan?
Last call for the Captain Marvel cosplay competition. Cosplayers, please line up on the side of the stage.
Oh no, you forgot your gloves. Wow. Wait, now is he Doc?
What are you wearing? It's Chris Banner.
Okay. I wonder if this is the same technology. Ooh. Maybe, or similar technology as what like the 10 rings are. Whoops. Oh, whoa! Whoa, what in the... What was that? Whoa, that was creepy. What was that? You got this. You... Whoa! What the heck? That girl from school is actually clapping for her. Uh-oh. Oh gosh.
Wow, and I thought that my Captain Marvel costume was gonna make people stare.
Uh-oh. Oh gosh.
You wanna take a picture? I'll tag you. I follow that, mostly.
Oh! Oh my god! She just got pulverized by that thing. Now she's just kind of hanging on for dear life. Zhong.
We need to go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Did that come out your foot?
So weird.
Camera, behave.
Don't stop. Okay, I'd never tell anyone.
Never ever.
Never, ever, ever.
Aw.
Kamala, do you want to be good, like we raised you to be? Or do you want to be some, you know, this cosmic head in the clouds person?
Cosmic.
So I gotta choose Cosmic.
Check this out. A teenage girl at Avenger Con. I've never seen powers like that.
Yeah, bring her in.
Oh wait, isn't he... Wait, was it that Damage Control? Wait, that was the guy that, from Damage Control that was talking to Peter in No Way Home, wasn't it? The same dude? So they're sniffing up her trail now. I gotta say, as far as intros go, I really like this. It did a really good job at setting itself apart from what we've seen so far. And I like this perspective that we have from this teenage girl who's trying to like not just feel comfortable in life, but you know, feel comfortable in her own skin and enjoy the things she enjoys, look up to the people she wants to look up to, and you know, she has her dreams, her aspirations. And I do understand where her family's coming from, because she does seem to spend a lot of her time in that. And I get the impression that her attention, I think they even explicitly said it, that her attention span and classes and her grades are starting to slip and stuff like that. Like it's starting to kind of become all she can kind of think of. So I get where they're coming from, and I get the fear that they have. And I feel like that's one thing throughout this that that I found really understandable and relatable about all of it, is that I understand both sides of this whole ordeal, from the parental side of it to Kamala's side. But, you know, she's a teenager. She's going to teenage. Bruno, he's an interesting little character. Little tech whiz. We got a lot of those in this world. A lot of little geniuses, even though his gadgets don't seem to work exactly as they intended, as his little Zuzu started to fall apart when her father was trying to argue with it there last time we caught back up. But it worked well enough for them to be able to spy on their home. But they did get a little caught up and swept up in the thrill of their shenanigans that it was a little too late. By the time they got back, you know, they were supposed to be back, what, by 9:22 or 9:20 or something like that. And then it got scribbled out and it was 11:11. And her mom was just ready and waiting for her to come back through. So, like, she's following in her grandmother's footsteps is what it sounds like. And she sent that box of hand-me-downs that her mother considers junk or whatever, and it included that bangle. So I'm very curious to see how that got into their family, its origins, how it kind of factors into the greater world, because the whole thing they were wanting to do is like focus on tying this more into the cosmic element, which is a departure from the comics, but it's trying to tie it into the world of the MCU, and I think that's fine for the most part. But I do get, because when she was introduced in the comics, it was, I mean, obviously, like, and I mentioned this many times, like, she's a more recent addition to the comics. I think like the last 10 years, 20 years might be pushing it. And I'm already pretty much a Marvel novice, as I've mentioned many a time. If it's not in the MCU, if it's not from one of the video games, if it is not from Spider-Man the animated series or X-Men the animated series, I'm pretty much oblivious to a lot of things. However, when the Avengers game came out and she was the center character, I did look into this character a little bit. As far as her body morphing powers, her embiggening powers, which, you know, played a huge part into her insecurities, which they're touching upon here a little bit when she had that little line about, you know, the people that save the world is never the little brown girl from Jersey. And that kind of factors into it because she was always kind of struggling to accept herself and her own image because of how other people, or at least society, kind of projects these images and these ideals. And if I remember right, she spent a little bit time having transformed herself to look like something she thought society would be more acceptable of. And it took her time to be able to accept who she really is and then be the hero as she intended to be as herself. That whole element, they're incorporating it, but without like the ability for her to, I don't know, accept it. So I'm curious to see how that unfolds. Again, I'm not discounting what they're doing with this at all. I'm more than happy to see how this new interpretation of her powers, this new origin for her powers, and how they shape that into that narrative. Because they've been pretty adamant about this still being tied into the character. Of course, they're not going to badmouth their own property or anything of the sort, so I still will take it with a grain of salt until I see it for myself. I will always do my best to leave any preconceptions, any baggage I have at the door when I'm watching something, whether it be a movie or a show, and let it tell its story. And if I vibe with it, I do. If I don't, I don't. But I gotta say, that all aside, so far I'm enjoying what they're doing with it. As far as the powers aspect of it, I do have my questions, but it's the first episode. I'm not going to worry about it until later. Let the series conclude, and then I'll weigh in on that at a different time. But the whole aspect of her character, the relationship with her family, it's just really, it's just beyond relatable. Like, it really is. Like, this is almost every kid's experience to some extent when you're coming into that age and trying to figure yourself out. You're trying to also explore and experience the world. Your parents are not sure whether or not you're ready. They want you to go out there, if you're safe. There's all these different things being juggled, and it can be really frustrating for everybody involved. And I like the way they're depicting it. On top of that, with her head in the clouds persona, and I think it's a pretty relatable thing here for us on this channel, where we really do appreciate our escapism, and that's a lot of the media we cover. A lot of the things that I enjoy is things that help me break away from reality. And she's at that point where it's kind of like she's really, really dipping in real hard. She wants to go to this convention. She wants to dress up as her favorite hero. She wants to essentially be somebody she's not. And we're going to build up towards her being who she is and who she needs to be, which is going to help her grow and blossom into her own, which is going to be fun to see that evolution. But it's just like the whole teenager aspect of it, the mentality of it all, and the way they depict it through the editing with the illustrations, the live animations in the background, her the way that the way they incorporated the text messages, that was great. Because I gotta say, like, I mean, the cookie cutter thing to do these days is just have the little bleep bloop pop up on the screen and show you the text. And they were like, nah, we're going to do something cool with this. Just like with her imagination, her plans, her sketching, her daydreaming, it all comes to life in the world around her, just kind of showing you her everyday headspace. Like, she is constantly envisioning all these things, constantly in a state of dreaming. And it's just kind of like, I feel like that's something everybody kind of goes through at one stage or another. And heck, I even still do that to this day at times, you know, just kind of space out and let my imagination just kind of run. And I just love the way they depicted it. If you haven't seen the Mitchells versus the Machines, it's very much reminding me of this, or the other way around, rather. And it was a very I think that was a very close interpretation of, or comparison to make between this and that. And I really did love that movie, which was another one from Sony Animation, who worked on Into the Spider-Verse, which also kind of has a very similar kind of aesthetic to it as well, of course, with straight up animation rather than this combination of live action animation. I just really, really enjoyed it. It definitely gives me some Scott Pilgrim versus the World vibes. This was one of my all-time favorite movies. And I just really like the tone of it, man. It's just wholesome, and it really it was pulling at my heartstrings, like, from the get-go, and from the scenes that I had already seen in the trailer too, to say the least, man. Which makes me just beg the question of how it's going to go from here for the rest of the season. How Damage Control is going to rope into things, and I mean, I have no idea who the villain of this season is going to be, like what the major story thread is going to be, or any of that. But I'm ready for it, man. I think this was really endearing. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was cute, it was wholesome, and just unique. I really dug it, man. It definitely sets itself apart in a good way, in my opinion. So I'm here for it. Guys, what did you think of the first episode? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us in our Discord. We could talk about it there as well. Links to that and all my socials are down below as always. And if you want to see the full-length reaction, remember it's on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. Speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Bane Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori Coruscant, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Melita, and Robert Anguiano. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all next week with the next episode of Miss Marvel. Take care, everybody.